Hello, lovelies. Trust you're all doing great. Yes, I believe you're all doing great, and I'm doing great as well. So this morning, I have a topic a topic to talk about, or that I want us to discuss about this morning. And before I go ahead, you know, I want to welcome you. If you are joining me for the first time, welcome to my YouTube channel, All in with Irene Ola. And on this my channel. I speak Yoruba, I speak English, I speak Pidgin and other languages like that. So please bear with me. So this morning I want to, I want to talk about um, grace to raise our kids. Yeah, grace to raise our kids. We know it's very, very important for we parents to raise our kid in the right way. Yeah, every parent dream is to raise their kids in a proper way, in a God's way, and in the way that when they grow up, uh, will be happy that they are all doing well, or they are doing great. So that is all, or let me say that is the dream of parents, to see their children doing great in future. And if we want that to happen, so it depends on when the parents what we are doing in their life right now, while they are still young, while they are still little. So it depends on what we are doing with them, or the way we are training them, or what with depends on what we are giving them right now. So we know it's not easy to raise kids. It's a hard job. Yeah, it's a tough one to raise kids. It's not something that is that easy. But we pray that God will help us. God will give us the grace to raise them in the right way. Yeah. So we only need God to help us, because it's not something we can do by ourselves. It's not something that we think we can just So we just need God to help us to be able to train these kids in the way of the Lord, or in the way that we want them to, you know. So yeah. So we all know that we parents, we put a lot of pressure on our kids. Yeah, we parents, we put a lot of pressure on our kids. And why do we do that? Because we want um we want them to be good in future. We want them we want to be proud of them while they are growing up. We want to say, oh, that's my child, or that's my kids. So that is all what we want to say about our kids when they are growing up. So that is why I'm saying it's a lot of hard work. Yeah, it's a lot of hard work. It's not something that is easy to do. So, and God will help us. And then, even Bible already tell us, or Bible already instruct us in Proverbs 22 verse 6, says, train up a child in the way it should go. Even when he is old, he will not depart from it. Yes, of course. So when we train them in the way to go right now, so by the time they grow up, they will not depart from it. Yeah, they will not depart from it. So that is why right now, while they are still young, while they are still little, so we should go ahead and do that. We should go ahead and do that. I used to tell my kids, I tell my kids, like, we when we were growing up, we know how our parents, how they train us. I tell my kid, I say, look, even when my mom called me, even before she landed, when if she said before she said Ariola, I already answered her 2 3 times. And she will ask me how, why, how do I know she's calling me, or I said, yeah, because we are used to it, and that is how we were trained. My mommy cannot call me one time and I didn't answer her, or I didn't go to her. But kids of nowadays, at times, even if you call them before they even answered you, maybe you might have called them about 2 3 times before they were like. So, you know, and some, like that. Or maybe my parents will tell me to do something, or I will question them, or I will ask them, oh, mommy, why do we have to do this? Why do we have to do that? Why? Who am I to question my mom whenever she asks me to do something? Who am I to say, mom, why do we have to do that? Or why? But we see that kids of nowadays, they will keep questioning you. They will ask you, oh, mom, why do we have to do that? Do we have to do that or whatever? Who am I to ask my mom that? I can never try that with my mom when I was growing up. I can never do that. And I believe some of us too, we cannot do that with our parents. When we are growing up, we can never do that with our parents. We cannot. So that's why I'm saying raising kids nowadays is something that we just have to, we want to be more firm about it when we are training our kids. Because kids of nowadays, they want to do it in their own way, or they want to do it at the time. Whenever you ask them to do something, they want to do it at the time that they feel they are okay, or is the right time for them to do it. No, no, we don't want to accept that. That is not accepted. We have to be on them to do it. You know what? You have to do what I said. I asked my kid. I said, okay, uh, Buki, go ahead, go and do the dishes. And my child will tell me that, oh, mom, I think I'll do it later. Why will you tell me you want to do it later? I expect you immediately. I told you to go and do that. Immediately, I say, oh, go and do this. You just have to. You have to. Because I remember, even my mom would not tell me to go and do the dishes before I go ahead and do it. My mom will not tell me to go and sweep the floor before I do that. Even if they have to tell me to go and do that, even before she said it finished, I had to run quickly to go and do it. But kids of nowadays, oh my God, kids of nowadays, they will want to do it at their own pace or whatever. So please, parents out there, parent like myself, I pray that God will help us. It's not easy. It's not easy, especially some kids that are, some kids that in abroad, you know, we know that it's not easy, but we just need the grace of God. We have to pray for the grace of God to be able to treat them in the right way. So we have to be firm. We need to be firm when we are dealing with these kids, or else, um, you know, or else they'll be missing some stuff. So it's very, very important that we kids, though we too, we might not want to do something that will provoke them. We don't want to provoke them before, because Bible also says that Ephesians 6:4 also says that fathers, do not provoke your children to anger. Of course, at times we parents too might do something that may, that may lead to provocation, or that may make them to be like, but at the same time, we are still their parents. We are still their parent. God give these kids, God give them to us so that we can take care of them. We are just taking care of these kids. God, we are just caretaker. We just take care of these kids. They are God's own. So, but at the same time, we want to train them in the way they will go, so that they will not depart from it. So this is the time to lay the foundation while they are growing up, from the little, maybe to 7 to 6, from 6, even right from birth to 1, to the age of 2, age of 3, age of 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, or whatever, till maybe teenager, or to whatever. So now is the time when they are still very little. That now is the time that we can give them that training, that we can set, set their feet, that we can put them in the right way. Because by the time that they are grown already, so it might be difficult for some of the parents, for some of us, to do what we got to do. So, but now, before it's too late, Now we can do something about them. Now we can train them in the way they will go. We can train them in the way they will go. We can train them in the way that we really want them to go. So, like I said, that Ephesians 6:4 says, Father, do not provoke your children to anger, but bring them up in the discipline and instruction of the Lord. Of course, we parents, we know how we discipline our kids. Like some will say, oh, we don't have to spank them before they listen. We don't have to. At times, if we need to, if that's what we need to do, we can go ahead. If we want to spank them, if they do something that you think, okay, they are going to face the consequence. So the consequences that they want to face, it depends on what you want to like. So discipline is very, very important as well. Dealing with kids, we discipline them. We do what we have to do to make sure to set them on the right path. To set them on the right path. So we have to do some kind of discipline. Yeah, it's very, very important to do that as well. Proverbs 29:17 says, discipline your son, and it will give you rest. It will give delight to your heart. Of course, when we discipline them now, so we will have rest of mind, we will have peace of mind wherever we are, even if they are not right on our nose, wherever they are. So we'll be like, there will be peace. We will have that peace within us that, okay, I'm sure, I'm okay that, oh, where they are now, I believe they are doing good. I believe they will not depart from the way I already trained them. Of course, they will not, because you already set the foundation. That's why I said foundation is very, very important. Foundation is the key thing. Yeah, foundation is the key thing. So so far we already set the foundation, we already set their feet on the way they should go. Of course, they will not depart from it. That's why Bible say that discipline your son, and it will give you rest. It will give delight to your heart. Yeah, of course. I will have peace, even when they are not right on my nose, when they are out there, when they already grow up, as in that they can take care of themselves wherever they are. So we'll have that peace within ourselves that, okay, I've done my part. I've set my kids on the right path. So they should be able to go in the way of the Lord. They should be able to go in the way of the Lord. Thank you, Brian Yinka. Thank you very much, sir. So they should be able to go in the way of the Lord, because we already set that foundation, because we already set their feet on the way of the Lord, in the way of the Lord. So that is why they are not going to depart from it. So that is why, like I said, it's very, very important when the kids, when they are still little, when they are about to grow up, when they start growing up, that is why we have to put that training, that teaching of the Bible, that teaching of the word of the God, the word of the Lord. That is why when we put that in them when they are still little, so it will not depart from them. It will not. It will not depart from them. So, and I pray that God will give the parents, God will give us the grace to be able to parent our kid in the right way, the way that they should go. God will give us the grace. God will give us the grace to be able to train them in the way of the Lord. Because Psalm 127:3 says, behold, children are the heritage from the Lord. The fruit of the womb is the reward. Yes, they are the heritage of the Lord. So why won't we take care of the heritage of the Lord? Why won't we guide them jealously? Of course we will. We will. And I pray God will help us. God will help us to be able to train them. Yes. I'll tell my kid, I used to tell her, I like, no, when I was growing up, I know how our parents, how they deal with us, you know. I know how they deal with us, how they train us. But the one that you guys are doing these days, that we dare not try it with our parents when we are growing up. We dare not. We dare not do that with our parents, because we know the consequences, a lot of consequences. Ṣé ìfọrùn ni? Ṣé ìgbájú ni? Ṣé àbàrá ni? Yeah, name it. There are so many ways they deal with us. There are so many ways they deal with us when we are growing up, when we are little. There are so many ways. Or if they ask you to stoop down, or you kneel down and raise up your hand. A lot. Yeah, we have a lot of the way they deal with us. Maybe whenever we misbehave, or maybe whenever we do something wrong, or maybe, there are a lot of ways they train us then. And here we are today. Here we are today. Nothing happened to us. And today we are able to thank them. We are able to say, oh, I thank my mom the way she raised me. I thank my parents the way I was raised, and so on and so forth like that. So we thank Almighty God that here we are today. We appreciate the way we were trained then. We appreciate the way we were brought up then. But then it might seem like, oh, why are these parents treating me this way? Why is my mom treating me this way? Or why is my dad treating me this way? That's what we might be thinking then. And we might not be happy about that. But look, they are just trying to put us in the right path. They are just trying to put us in the right track. They want to be proud of us in future. They want us to look back, maybe when we grow up, they want us to look back like, oh, so this is what my parents, this is what they are trying to make me to become. Yes, every parent wants their kids to be good kids. Every parent wants to be proud of their kids. So that is why parents are putting a lot of pressure on their kids. That is why a lot of parents, they are putting pressure on their kids. And that is the pressure I'm talking about. I'm talking about a positive pressure. Of course, parents have to put pressure on their kids because they want their kids to be good. They want their kids to be okay wherever they don't want their, maybe when their kids grow up, they don't want their kids to look back and now start cursing their parents that, oh, my parents did not do this to me when I'm growing up. My parents did not train me in the right way when I'm growing up. So it's very, very important that we parents, we do our own part, and God will crown it all. Parents, we are going to do our own part, and God will crown it all, because it's not easy to train kids anyway. It's not easy. It's a hard job. It's a hard work. So, but at the same time, we will try our own. We try our own best. We try our own parts, and we'll leave the rest to God. That God, I have done this. I have done that. Please help me. Help me to train these kids. Help me to train them in the way to go. So that one is very, very important. As we are training our kids, let us as well commit them in the way of the Lord. Let us commit them in the hand of the Lord, that God should please help us to train these kids. So I pray God will help us. So this is what I have for now. This is what I have for now, but I still have more that I'm still going to share with you guys. I still have more that I'm going to still talk about. And I believe if any of us has something to say, or you have a contribution, please feel free to leave me a comment. Please feel free to drop a message. I will definitely reply you. I will respond. Please and please. So let us try to do our own parts. God will help us in the mighty name of Jesus. So that is what I have for us now. That is what I have for now. So I'm still coming back so that we can continue on the rest of the topic, because I still have something more that I need us to talk about. And I think that one is growing up in an African home. Like I said, growing up in an African home. So it's what I need to invite some of my friends, some of my family to join us, so that we can have it's gonna be an interactive session. So God will help us all in the mighty name of Jesus. So I love you all. I love you so dearly. So, and if you are watching us for the first time, like I said, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. You are going to see subscribe button right there. So I want you to click on the subscribe button. We have a lot to talk about. And if you have any topic that you want me to talk about, feel free to come on board, or feel free to send me a message. I will gladly receive that, and we're gonna go ahead and talk about it if I see that it's something that is that we can learn about, or that so please feel free to leave me a message. So I love you guys. I love you all. See you in my next video. Bye.